Isoge stared at her phone with a deep frown. Tunde just ended their conversation without calling her by his pet name for her, Divan. At the beginning of their relationship, he said she was divinely packaged for him because she was everything he wanted in a relationship and in a partner. It had made Isoge laugh then, but over time she had gotten used to the name. As she sat alone in her office, she thought back on events of the past weeks. Tunde had missed the little party to celebrate her promotion as junior session head at the private school where she taught biology. His reason was that he was laden with too much work at the bank. She had overlooked it. Then, when her mother had a Thanksgiving service for recovery from an eye surgery, he had been absent as well. Now, he just cancelled their date for the weekend. The reason was that he had an urgent call from the office for Saturday. For crying out loud, he was on leave and he was in customer care unit. He could have found a way to squeeze them into his schedule, even if it was just for 20 minutes. There was a knock on her door, and a head popped into the office. It was Tina, her best friend and colleague. "Hey boss, are you up for lunch?" The woman asked with a smile. The petite mother of three had started calling her boss since her promotion. "Sure," Isoge replied as she got her wallet from the table drawer. At the cafeteria, Isoge paid for both their meals. "My treat," Isoge said in response to Tina's confused frown. When they had settled down to their lunch of white rice and beef stew, Tina said, "Start talking. You are giving me a treat today, and it's not even my birthday. You are giving me a treat today, and it's not even my birthday. Let it out. My ears are wide open." Isoge chuckled with a shake of head, disturbing their breaths. "I'm afraid Tunde is going cold feet." Tina's eyes widened. "Already? But you people are barely 4 months old." Isoge raised three fingers. 3 months, a week, and 2 days. Tina chuckled as she spooned rice into her mouth. "What happened? He does not love you anymore?" "It's my instinct," Isoge replied. Then she went ahead to narrate Tunde's absenteeism and his manner of relating with her. "Are you not jumping to a conclusion?" Tina asked. "No, the Tunde I know is a focused person. If he's doing anything, it is for a reason. He was excited about this relationship even much more than I was. He had this grand picture of our future together. He even said," Isoge broke off as a lump clogged her throat. She opened the bottled water on the table and took a sip. Tina stared at her and sighed. If you feel so strong about it, then talk to him," she said. Isoge dropped her spoon and looked at her friend with eyes of conflicting emotions. "I'm scared," she whispered. Tina's hand found hers beneath the table. "It will be fine," she said softly. "He stays or he leaves. Either way, you will know where you stand. You don't have time for canopy ministry. People should not think you have someone when he's not really there. God forbid that for you, my dear." Isoge smiled despite the ache in her heart. Maybe I should go with the flow. Does my boyfriend have to be involved in all the events of my life? He has his own things to handle and he... Stop! Tina snapped beneath her breath. "Face it." Isoge nodded as she stabbed a piece of meat and shoved it into her mouth. Despite Isoge's promise to her friend, she did not have the courage to address Tunde until about 2 months later. It was the day after her 31st birthday. Tunde had not called her on her birthday. When she had called him later in the day, he said he was so engaged in the office that he had forgotten. That Saturday afternoon, she went to his two-room apartment in GRA. When he opened the door to her knock, he had on only a singlet and a white boxer short. He had been sleeping. Isoge felt warm inside as she hid the dust of dark hair on his bare arms and legs. "Hey, easy. Didn't know you were coming. Come in," he croaked out as he rubbed his eyes. "Sorry, I just needed to see you about something," Isoge replied as she followed him into the living room. He turned on the ceiling fan and sat on the rugged floor, leaning on the sofa. Isoge sat on the adjacent sofa. "So what's up? Is everything okay?" he asked, stretching his limbs and yawning. "Do you want to wake up with me?" Isoge asked abruptly. He looked up at her sharply with a cocked brow. He stared at her for some seconds, opening his mouth and shutting it. He looked away, crossing his arms over his chest. The silence spoke more volumes to Isoge than any words would have. Her heart constricted. "Why?" Isoge asked, despite the pain in her heart. He sighed. "I don't think we are compatible." "Compare what?" Of all the excuses, this was the least Isoge expected. "What have you been doing all this while?" Isoge asked. "From the day we agreed to start dating, you had a connection We have the same values. We believe in the same things. We even have the same opinions about movies. We are fun. I don't know which other compatible things you are talking about. Easy, I don't want you, but I cannot take you to my parents. Tunde said. Izoge looked up at the ceiling, and she bit her inner lips to hold back the sudden tears that welled up in her eyes. She dare not cry. Are you not ashamed of me? Are you now ashamed of me, Tunde? No, he said, not looking at her. I do really like you. It's just that what is it? Izoge asked impatiently. I cannot settle with an older woman. The room was very silent, except for the whir of the ceiling fan. Izoge rolled her eyes. You just realized that. I didn't know, Tunde replied as he got up and sat on the sofa. It was then he looked at her. I saw your age on the CV you gave me to help you submit, and I thought that was your real age. Your brother told me your age when I told him about my plans for your 28th birthday. Izoge started to laugh, shaking her head. Wow, I see. That was why when I wanted to tell you my age, you said you already knew that you were okay with it. My family cannot, your family or you. He raised his hand in defeat. Okay, I cannot handle the 3 years gap between us. Gosh, you are the same age with my elder sister, who's got 3 kids. She's like a mother to me. Wow, Tunde, wow. Izoge murmured, shaking her head. I'm sorry for ghosting you all this while. I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want to hurt you either. If only, it's all right, Tunde. Izoge got up to her feet. Goodbye. Tunde got up and moved to hug her, but she stepped back. Tunde, a hug? Seriously, she asked with an incredulous look. Can't we be friends? We were friends for 2 years, easy. I don't... Hey, stop it. Tunde, Izoge held her hand up. Either you are mine or we are nothing. She walked out of the room without looking back. She praised herself for not breaking down as she got into her car and drove away. She drove until she got to a fast food restaurant which they had frequented in the past. She pulled into the parking lot and went into the restroom. She pulled down the toilet cover and sat down. Only then she let the tears fall. Silent sobs ragged her slim frame. The mist in her heart was gone, but it hurt like hell. Tunde had been a brother, a friend, and a lover. She thought she had found the one. She thought the search was over. She would have had to start over from the scratch again. Would she ever find someone like him? She mourned the death of the blissful life she had once envisioned.